We like to think we're the only humans who ever walked this planet, but for most of history, we weren't alone. Neanderthals, Denisovans, and now, Hobbits. This is the story of our forgotten cousins. Welcome to Zukkun Knows. 1. The Cave Discovery. In 2003, scientists digging in a cave on Flores Island, Indonesia, made a stunning find, a tiny human skull. It belonged to a species now called Homo floresiensis. Adult skeletons were just over 1 meter tall, about the size of a 4-year-old child. 2. Not just small humans. At first, scientists thought the bones were from sick or deformed modern humans, but CT scans of their brains proved otherwise. The shape, size, and internal structure were completely different. This was not Homo sapiens. It was a different species of human entirely. 3. The Hobbit name. Because of their small size, scientists nicknamed them Hobbits, after the characters in Tolkien's books. But these weren't fantasy creatures. They walked upright, made stone tools, cooked with fire, and lived in caves. They were real, intelligent beings, just in a smaller package. 4. Our ancient cousins, Homo floresiensis, isn't the only cousin we had. Around the same time, Neanderthals lived in Europe and the Middle East. The mysterious Denisovans lived in Asia. And of course, we, Homo sapiens, were spreading across the globe. At least 4 types of human species once lived side by side. Some even interbred. But Homo floresiensis was unique, isolated on an island, evolving in its own direction, almost like nature's experiment. 5. Their brain power. Despite having brains only 1/3 the size of ours, these hobbits used fire, hunted animals, and crafted sharp tools. This shocked scientists. It showed that intelligence isn't just about brain size. What matters is how the brain is organized and used. 6. Where did they come from? One theory is that they descended from Homo erectus, an early human species that left Africa. As they settled on Flores Island, limited food and isolation caused them to shrink over generations, a process called island dwarfism. The same thing happened to elephants and hippos on other islands. 7. Did we kill them? We don't know exactly how Homo floresiensis disappeared. Some scientists believe modern humans may have pushed them out by competing for resources, spreading disease, or even through violence. Others think volcanic eruptions or climate shifts played a role. It's one of archaeology's biggest mysteries. 8. Are they still alive? This is where it gets eerie. On Flores Island, local legends speak of the Ebugogo, short, hairy people who could mimic human speech. Some villagers say they lived until the 1800s. A few claim they still exist deep in the jungle. Scientists haven't found proof, but they're still looking. 9. What makes us human? Hobbits force us to rethink humanity. They were social. They made tools. They adapted. They remind us that human isn't a single shape or size. It's a way of surviving, thinking, and building a life. They were different, but also deeply familiar. 10. The forgotten species. Homo floresiensis was real, and it wasn't alone. Our family tree is more twisted and crowded than most people realize. We are just one of many human stories, and many chapters have been lost. They walk this earth just like we do. They shaped tools, hunted, survived, and maybe, just maybe, they still walk among us. Subscribe for more stories that rewrite what it means to be human.